Hi, I'm Susan. Today I'm participating in the first week of 50 Stack Challenge 6 hosted by Amy of Crafty Cat. And our prompts for this week is floral and drip. And I'm going to do 2 different kinds of backgrounds and take it from there. So I hope everybody's doing great. And without further ado, let's get started. All right. Well, I got a new set of watercolors that I've been dying to try out. The most I got done last night was doing a swatch. And this is from my sons gave me a gift card at Christmas to Hobby Lobby. So I finally got to go to Tupelo and give it a try. I think I'm gonna have to not use this anymore. All right, so let's see here. The first one, before I start, I'm going to use some matte medium on this. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one first. This one's for my drips, just so I can go ahead and let it start drying. So I got some modeling paste, and I'm just going to put this right here. And then I'll come back after it's dry. Hopefully it'll be dry or almost dry when I get through with the other tag. And I'm using Liquitex. So let me clean off my stencil and I'll be right back. I've got that setting aside to dry. I can't leave the stencil with a modeling paste on it. It'll ruin it. Okay, so now, let's see. I want to get some of my watercolors. To find my good splatter. I had it. There's no telling what I did with it. It's my problem. I clean up and then I lose everything. Okay, but it will turn up. So now, I believe I'm going to use some different greens. And I'm going to just go with a big brush, since I'm doing a background. And I'm just gonna, I think I'm gonna spray this just to help everything flow. Now I am just playing with the watercolors because I really don't know what I'm doing. But I figure it will give me a pretty background. And I'm just mixing my greens. I'm gonna go with 2 colors here. That's pretty. Make sure I get to the edges. And let's see if I want to add any other colors into this. Maybe just a little bit of Maybe a little bit of the blue. I'm just not even cleaning my brush. I just want to get some interest here. Maybe kind of spray it with some water. Ooh. And I'm going to dry this and I'll be back. All right, I got it dry. And these are the florals that I'm going to use on it. But I think I'm going to try, like I said, I am new at watercolor. I'm just enjoying myself. And I am just going to see if I can do just a light background of the flowers. I don't know if I'll be able to do it or not. Just kind of a hint. In the background. I'm going to have to find some YouTube watercolor videos. And let's see. And I'm going to add some orange. Like I said, that's the best thing about these projects. It gives me a chance to play around and see what I can come up with. Because my others, these are going to be, you know, distinct. This is just sort of like background. And a little bit of brown. Just let it bloom. Okay. And now let's see. I think I want to go kind of along here. Tuck that there. And maybe, well, I end up covering it up anyway. Something kind of like that. Let's see here. So I'm just going to add and a little bit of the orange. And a little bit of the brown. All right. So let me try this and I'll be back. We have got that. And let's see here. I'm just going to go and ink around the edges of these. Well, I hope everybody's doing all right. Our weather went from 20s to 70s. It's supposed to be a nice weekend. It rained all night last night. But it was only, when I got up this morning, it was 58 degrees. And I'll take it. I am not a cold weather person. We have, it's supposed to be in the 70s all next week. I think one day the high is going to be like 62. But that's not bad. I like it where I don't have to run my heat or my air conditioner. That's perfect weather. And I think I'm going to go ahead and ink around this while I'm at it. And I will back this because it's, even though it's media paper, because what I used is this. I do all my collaging and stuff like that in there, but it's full, so I figured this would be good paper to play with. But it's still kind of relatively thinner than watercolor paper, so I'm going to go ahead and back it, but I'll do that. Y'all don't have to watch me back it. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to put this one down because it goes down first. Sorry, I should have got my glue started. It's the first time I've used it this morning. But I got these pretty little sunflowers in Happy Mail, and I am happy to use them. Okay, and I'm going to put this big sunflower down. I love sunflowers. And maybe this year I'll get a sunflower journal made. Haven't been making journals since I finished my Christmas one, so I need to get busy. Let's see here. Kind of tuck that like that. And I want that up under. Like that. And I'll just trim off the edges. Okay, let's see here. I'm not happy with that. So I may look for something, let me see, to put down there. I don't mind it kind of in the background because it's supposed to be far back, but that just doesn't look good. Something. Like that. And I like that. fits. I went crazy with my gift card. Okay. And there we go. And I believe on my butterflies, I'm going to go around them in black just to help them stand out a bit. Just a little. Nothing major. I don't even think I'm going to activate it with the water. I do love the background. The flowers, so-so. I definitely need to work on my watercoloring skills. Like I said, I'm just playing around. Okay. That helps a lot. And I wasn't going to do the backing, but I guess I will because I can't add in my eyelet. So I'm going to back it. This is paper from Sunday school, and it's got lines, so I am going to use it. It makes a good backing. Okay. And I will trim this away. Didn't even think to see how tall my tag was. And it is 9 inches. I think it's too tall. So I think I'm just going to catch the very end up here. And I should have paid closer attention. Okay. And I want to put these little corners. And I will get the back while I'm at it. And I think I always like to kind of add something when I can. do the back of the tag. Just a little something. There we go. Oh. Yeah. Something like that, just to give a little interest to the back without taking up too much of your writing space. There we go. And I do believe I need to add an aisle. I think I'm going to go with a gold one. Sorry about that. My son's leaving for work. Okay. I've got that. But first, I do want to add some gold splatters. Let's see here. Right. And I will add, I've got this pretty lace and leaf trim I thought would be pretty in there, if I can get it in there. We'll see. Might be easier said than done. Okay. And there we go. The first card of the 50 Stack Challenge 6 done. Floral. And I think I covered that prompt. Now, speaking of watercolors, I did while I was at in Tupelo, I'm sorry, not Hobby Lobby, but Joann's, I found this book, and I think it's going to help me a lot. I just kind of skimmed through it. So, if you're interested in a flip through of it, and I've got this mixed media book, Funky Florals. If you're interested in it, me doing flip throughs of these books, let me know in the description box or in the comment box. All right, now for my next one. I'm definitely going to need some paper and I need some gloves, because I'm going to use some alcohol inks. They're so much fun and so vibrant. So let me get that. All right. And I love using the alcohol inks with the modeling paste. Okay, I haven't done it in a while, and I've got these kind of pink florals, so I thought I would get some colors that kind of go with them. And I'm going to start off with some greens. I'm going to start off with a lime green first, and I'm just going to drop And I probably should have gessoed it. So now let's get the next green. So we've got drips. Oops. I've got this peacock blue. That's pretty. And I've got this fuchsia. Oh, I must not have used it. Let me. There we go. Love when the colors mix. Ooh, groovy. I may have to bring in some darker colors. And let's go with some of this green. And I need to remember to cut off part of my tag. So we're going to let this or I may save this tag for just when I need something a little bigger. I can cut off at the top because I can't cut off. I cut just a little bit off down here. Okay, I'm loving the blue, so I think I'm going to hit the edges with that. Pretty. Let me cut that off just up there. All right, I'm going to let this dry and I'll be back. All right, it's a few hours later and it is dry. Now, I love how vibrant that the inks are, but I should have used some clear gesso or even white gesso, and I would have gotten the drips a lot better. Instead, it soaked into the paper. And even though I like it, I want to lighten it up just a tad. So I'm going to put a little bit of gesso. Let's see if I can get it down. And I just want to add a little bit onto my, just to tone it down just a tad. And that's the good thing about when you use something vibrant, if it's not what you want. And I went ahead and backed it. And it just brings the color down just a tad. But I should have done this first. It still would have been vibrant, but I would have gotten and I think I'm going to go just a little bit more around the, there we go, around the sides. I want it lighter on the edges. Kind of have it blend in. It's messy but fun. Okay. There we go. And when I dried it, I did pat it down with paper towel, and it took up some of the color. Or it never would have dried. Okay, so let me dry this again, and I'll be back. Now I'm going to go ahead and ink around it, because I'm going to use some gilding wax on that. And I don't want to have to hold it then. Just hit it a little bit. That's the thing about stuff like this. You just keep playing with it till you get something you like. Now I did for a tag swap, I did one kind of like this, but I had used a thick scrapbook paper, and it ran. You know, it's like when I spray the water, the inks kind of just ran and dripped together. This, it just kind of soaked into the paper. So, but I like that. And now I want to add some of my gilding wax. Unfortunately, it dries out a little bit, so I've got to get it wet. And I'm going to put it on my raised part. I think that's pretty. I think I'm going to hit the edges of this as well. I think that looks pretty. All right. Messy. Now, I've got my drips. I'm going to add some of my florals to this. See what I want to add. I do want to ink around some of this. This I thought would be cool as a tag topper. The way it's shaped. I just think that looks neat. I may have to clip that off, or at least kind of round it. Let's see. So I like that. And let's see what else we'll use. See, it wouldn't have bothered me about it being so vibrant, except for I knew that what I wanted to put on it, which is also floral, was going to be a little bit more pale. I'm very limited on my supply of inks, and so I didn't have anything that was kind of pale there. Let's see, anything else I want to use. I don't know if I want that or not. Got this cluster, and it does have sort of a vivid maybe oh, do I like that? I like this, but I don't know how to work it in. But I like the colors. It could be a tag topper. And maybe something like that. That's kind of pretty. Or oh, that's kind of pretty. And you've got the blues that kind of bring out the blues there. I think that's what I'm going to go for. So I'm going to go ahead and attach those. Attach that. Put this down. And add this up here. I will go ahead and ink that because you could see it over the tag. Go right that way. And add it right there. I think that's kind of pretty. And I will add some splatters. I already got the gold going on. Might as well add some splatters to it. Find my brush. All right. So now we have got both of them done. Let me flip this over. It's not quite as bright. So we've got tag 1, which is floral, and tag 2, which is drip. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you haven't, and ring that bell so you can be notified when I upload new content. Leave a comment, tell me what you think. Be sure and check out Amy's channel at Crafty Cat, and be sure and check out the hashtag 50 Stack Challenge 6 to see what everyone else has made. This has been a lot of fun. I have participated in the previous 5 50 stack challenges. Go and check out those videos as well. So y'all take care. I love you. And until next time, bye y'all.